Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Sephonie. Last time I was a little rushed because I had to be somewhere, but now my schedule's open so we can game. We freed this scent maker who is mind controlling all of these bats to create flowers and guano. Yes, a hill here now cropping there, and with this new seed concoction perhaps we'll be able to put the final touches on the resurfacing plan of the flowstones of the 200-meter depth zone. A rebalancing in the bacterial growth there seems to be key to re-achieving the gas balances of 500,000 years ago. Build the data within a mere 15 to 20,000 years. Dang, that fast, okay. Jump on the rivet. Okay, cool. I don't think there's much else over there I needed. I don't think I can get up there. There is kind of an opening though. Cool. Okay, so what else was over here? I guess I can fast travel now. So this is where I was, I think. Pretty sure this is where I was. Keep heading downwards, we can always revisit the upper caverns later. Okay, so that must be where I came from. Bum bum bum. But I think now I can go this way, and I might be able to get some of the things I couldn't get earlier. Why am I stuck? Oh, Dr. Lee! Why is he like 3 times as big as the other characters? But friends, might I congratulate you? With each new link, greater understanding. Dr. Lee, are you feeling okay? Aha, I am fit as a fiddle. Was a fiddle? Oh yes, an instrument for music. Another name for a violin, but with stylistic connotations. That's good. Did you hear something from the surface? Oh, no, it's not that. Quite the opposite, in fact. What? There's something I need to show you. I didn't know it would matter before, but I think it would matter to you. It's very urgent. Or maybe not. I just need to show you. What is it, Dr. Lee? Keep going. Deeper. Meet me on the shores of the Black Ocean. But wait, why can't you? The Black Ocean! See you there! Goodbye! Is he gonna jump off the cliff? It's like a Family Guy gag. Well, hopefully that will make sense later. Well, he mentioned some place called the Black Ocean, right? Maybe if we keep traveling, we'll reach it. Sure, sounds like a plan. Dr. Lee character is certainly acting strangely. Just what does he want with Rio, Ingwen, and Amy? Did he do something to them? Is he the reason they're gone? Feels like I should be able to get up there. I want to climb the Brian Griffin rock. Ah. Got it. I'm very surprised that there's not a capsule here, actually. There's stuff up there, though. I don't know how I would reach it. Anyways, I'm assuming this is the way forward. I don't think I've been here. Yeah, this isn't the room I was just in. Can I fit in the... Okay, I can't push the camera through the wall. Okay, do not collect the lava blobs, they're bad. This has gotta be some sort of breakable wall for later. looks like this is just a hallway. Neat area, though. I think I remember this part. This is where we meet the island or something. Thank you for coming. Dr. Lee, what's happening? Your body. Ah, haha, I should probably start with that. You're not really Dr. Lee, are you? Huh? What? Shapeshifter. Oh, back to Sephonie. On the train. Ah, now I remember. How embarrassing. Dr. Lee, that was me. It was never my intention to deceive them. Dr. Lee was a manifestation of my desire to interact with them more directly, in a human way. Loose data of a real human pulled from their recent collective memories. I explained to them what I have told you already. I am Sephonie Island. By linking with that ecosystem via Onyx, all of our minds, our beings, have begun to intertwine. Our fates, our cares, commingling. Thankfully, they weren't angry. They had already begun to know me. Wait, this is my transfer, isn't it? It's a pleasure to meet you, Sephonie. Or, I guess we keep meeting parts of you. Again and again in different ways. Huh? It's an honor to be here. This is really a groundbreaking moment, isn't it? This is not what I was expecting when I took on this mission. But I'm grateful for the goodwill that you've extended to the three of us. We'll try to do right by you. Thank you all for your understanding. Sephonie, it sounded like you had something else you wanted to tell us. Ah yes, this is perhaps even harder for me to say. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. But with how I'm feeling towards all of you, there's no way to avoid it any longer. The iguana! This place is special, isn't it? I can feel when you were linking. Ingwen's face lights up with joy. Riao's stomach flutters with excitement. Amy's heart swells with determination and pride. Oh, it has to let me back on the surface, because there's those yellow guys. So whatever's up there I couldn't have gotten earlier. So it's gotta let me back eventually. Anyways, Ingwen's face lights up with joy. Yeah, everyone loves Tetris. Riao's stomach flutters with excitement. Amy's heart swells with determination and pride. Every part of Sephonie is interconnected, adapting and reacting to create an improvisational orchestra of matter and energy. No, my iguana! But now that you three are here, each from distant corners of the earth, I see that I am part of a much bigger conversation. Amy, Ingwen, Riao, your world is in grave danger, and I am destined to be the agent of your downfall. What? Sephonie. Deep within the bowels of this cave system lies a deadly virus known as Null. For many millennium, Null's been locked in an escalating battle with every other part of myself. Much of what I am. I wonder if the character that's talking to Sephonie on the train is just like infected with some terrible disease and doesn't know it yet. It's just like, yeah, tell me more about your story. Anyways, much of what I am, the wonders you've witnessed, were forged from this eternal feud. Biological ingenuity sparked under threat of annihilation. In return, Null's grown strong. And ravenous. We're gonna link with it, I bet. Soon, around 50 solar years from now, Null will finally win. It will overwhelm me and spread through the entire world, leaving little biodiversity in its wake. Many, perhaps most humans will die, along with countless other species. Is that why Sephonie made the barrier to protect the rest of the world from the island? No! How could you possibly know that? What could possibly go wrong? Ah, well, if you move to clap your hands, will they meet in the middle and make a sound? Yeah. You cannot know for certain, but still you trust your body. Unbelievable. But please, hear me out. I believe that the three of you might be key to altering our fate. Go on. Humans have battled viruses before, haven't they? If the three of you were to link with Null and take that data back to your laboratories, back to your communities, then maybe you could create a vaccine before Null overpowers you. Exactly. Perhaps you could see something that I could not. So, let's do it. Let's link with Null. It's not that easy. It's already a constant struggle to keep Null in check, to allow you to get close enough to link with it while still preventing it from devouring you. You'll need to have a stronger, more nuanced connection. What would that entail? Link with 50 of my creatures! Already in your journey, you've linked with two of my key species, Thrascius and Pomelia, as you name them. Think of them like your own vital organs. Each of them plays a special role in my body. There are 3 more. Link with all of them and we will be ready to face Null. How do we know that we can trust you? All that I'm asking is for us to know each other. From there, trust will find its level. Huh. Well, I'm in. Ingwen. I mean, weren't we gonna link more anyway? We should definitely link more, but what if we don't have time for all this before we're rescued? Can we just explain the situation? Yeah, brings up a good point. Trying to convince our superiors of all this is gonna be a long shot. Still having a hard time with it myself. But if something could save billions of lives, I just think... this will be hard, won't it? Even if I could convince Taiwan of the impending danger, what sway would that hold in the international community? It's hard enough for 3 people to agree on anything. I understand, Ingwen. I'm just trying to be realistic. I know. Well, all of us want to keep linking, so we'll just start from there, right? Yeah. Yeah, looks like it. Strange that no one has come for us yet, but I guess it gives us an opportunity. How would you know? You've been in a cave for like a day. Maybe they don't even care. Fuck my Chungus life. Was that Ingwen? Oh, sorry, nothing. So you've decided? Perfect! I can't wait for us to be more closely linked, but there is something that I can feel within your bodies. You hunger for sunlight and fresh air. Please return to the surface now and rest. I wasn't thinking about that at all, but now that you mention it, you don't have to tell me twice. Sephonie wants us out of the cave so that they can watch Die Hard 2. Sephonie, looks like they're gone. Yeah. Well then, I'd say it's time for a rest. Let's go back to the surface. From now on, you have the option to return to surface from the pause menu. Return to the surface regularly to relax and explore. No, I gotta check out this place first, though. Still too weak. Let's continue to find the other key species. I think there was something here, but I don't know if accessible yet. I do like this game, but it seems to really stress out my computer fan. Huh, I don't think there's anything else in here. I think I've finished all the links. Oh, there's one on the first layer I haven't gotten. This doesn't look like surface. It looks like I'm still in a cave. I think the white light is the outside. Night fell as the trio returned to the surface and found that the barrier snow no longer caused painful onyx interference. In fact, now it felt cool and refreshing like a sweet spring rain. When Ingwen closed her eyes and felt the soft glowing clusters melting against her face, she suddenly laughed and understood. Face mites! What? Riao and Emmy turned back towards her. The data from Bronchial and enemy Thrascalis must have caused our face mites to evolve, Ingwen said. I can sense them gobbling up the barrier snow, protecting us. Gross. That's gross, Rio said, but all of them laughed and felt grateful for the calm of the moonlight and the expanse of the starry sky. Filtered, though, they were by the gently glowing barrier overhead. The next morning. What shall we do now? I feel Sephonie calling out to us from the first caverns we explored, around where we first thought Dr. Lee encountered Thraskius. Alright, let's go. I don't think there's too much over here I haven't found yet. I had a feeling. I'm standing here. Well, series capsule contains Ingwen's lost book. Eee. I think I can make this. Hold up. Did I find you on my first breaker? Oh. No, I didn't go to. I didn't go to the one I just unlocked. Why must you do this to me? I don't think there's any way to get back to the ship. There has to be a reason to go over here, right? Ah! This breakable wall there. Okay, I'll remember that for later. Oh. Well, I'm up here. I don't really see a reason to be up here. It's still cool that I'm up here, though. Oh, so once you're up there, you can jump to here and hit the thing. Did I just walk right past this guy and not notice? Yeah, pretty well. Oh, this would have fit in nice. This is pretty close, so I just need like one more block now. Clown's balloon. It's capable of unsettlingly fast growth, almost appearing to inflate like an elongated balloon. I wonder if there's going to be any late game stuff that helps you with finding like the last few collectibles. I actually got spooked by them. Okay, have I been able to go over here yet? I can't get over there. I don't think... There's not even any yellow guys over here. I'd have to jump from up there, I think. But I can't get up there. Hold on, is there something behind this fountain? So this is just taken from the memories of the main trio. It's kind of cool that Sephonie was able to construct all this in, like, basically instantly. Is this layer 2? This is layer 2. So somewhere hidden in layer 1 is the next boss. There is a thing over there. This one down here for. I'll go back next time then. Interesting. Oh, okay. That was janky, but I survived. Can I get up there? There's something up there. End cutscene. That's odd. A feeling of deja vu? Why are you looking at me? This rock, it reminds me of a time I went to Taiwan. In the mountains, we visited a temple and it had this oddly organic feeling house. Shaped just like this. Some distant relative lived inside. I forget who it was. But you remember the shape of the house, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that relative, or who they were. I don't even remember their name. This looks like it connects to something. It doesn't. Ah, screw it. Leroy Jenkins. Oh my gosh! Oh, I wish I entered photo mode there. That was kind of cool, actually. Are those like the guardians of the thing? Guardians of the thing, yes. That's definitely what I meant to say. They're like the statues. There's no way I can get up there, unless I get to that flower. I don't know, can I do a wall run out of anything on this guy? I feel like they don't go close enough. Okay, there's gotta be some way later I get like a super jump or something. Still on layer 1. I think this is where I stopped on my first playthrough. I got like midway through this section. Or my last playthrough. Bloomington. It's a medium-sized city in the middle of sprawling farmland. Highways stretch out in every other direction. High school, I drive out on weekends going through these fields, trying to see how far I could get before turning around. Watching that landscape play in reverse and pulling back into my home's driveway. Even now it feels good. The prairies of America, especially the summer. Taking the lunch break off just to drive. Get away from work, the people. Through soybeans, corn, farmland. Some say this is the middle of nowhere, but farmland feels like the engine of the country. But lunch break ends, the sun begins to set, and research always calls. Second kiss. Sir, a second kiss is at the tab. Bro, what am I stuck on? Oh. Stuck on ceiling. I wish I was high on pod news. That almost looks makeable, but I don't think it is. I really wish the hitboxes on those made a little bit more sense. Bro, why are you ledge grabbing? All running. Neighbor's house. Got a new capsule. It smells like Teen Spirit. What can I do with the hologram people? I think that gives me a cutscene. Oh, I was so scared that wouldn't be enough. We're here. This is the rest stop, right? Yes, this is the one. Mile marker 252. Only a little bit longer to go for Bloomington. Barely in time to make it to dinner with Grandpa. Oh wow, look at the vending machines. Can I have the candy bar this time? Or maybe let's do the crane game. Or a scratch-off ticket. No, we can't do those. Gambling is bad. How about the pretzels? Pretzels are healthy-ish. Well, okay. I learned to drive highways out here. Flat, perfect beginner territory. Taking breaks at rest stops. Some of my college friends had to. Learn in mountainous California. I wonder how they managed. Okay, so this is the same dialogue. Is there anything back there that I miss? Probably. I don't feel like going back yet, though. Keep onwarding and upwarding. Yeah, this was definitely the part I got stuck at. Well, we're further on, but... Could run. I think I want to be in walking speed, though. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's so cool, the sideways ground. I can Onyx link with the bison? Isle Aurora Ranch. Mooncat! That's a bacteria. Get placed on. Oh, I thought that would give more. That one felt hard. Coding data for Spelunking Cattle Isle Aurora. Perhaps they first ventured into the caves to get salt from the walls, but now it raises a fun. Unexpected grains processed in its many stomachs. Ooh-wee-haw, how did I get here? Aurochs have many secrets. Well, most of us end here by slipping while trying to lick a treacherously placed salt rock. Me? I adventured here. Actually, I lied, I slipped. Well, in 10 million years, my offspring will evolve wings and be reunited with those who remain above. Moo, I'm not a cow. Definitely not a cop. Businessman. Why I lose wall run? Can I only wall run once? Kind of? Color me confused. Well, that kinda worked. It forced me to wall run. I don't get why you can wall run when you're not holding the run button. Doesn't really make much sense. Okay, I can do enough. Well, I don't know what I expected. So it lets you out to get over there. But it seems like there's nothing there, unless I was missing something. I mean, where else can I get to from this cloud? I guess I could jump over there. Maybe skip a part of the level or something. Maybe it's just for speedrunners. But I mean, this seems like it also gets you forward faster. It could maybe get me up here. 2 holograms here. Mom? Hello, you three. I'm Chief Lim, and I run the lab here in Bloomington. You can call me the Giagi. Giagi. I see we all have some lineage in Taiwan. Huh? Haha, that basically makes us family, right? Small world. Anyway, I do wish you could all stay in Bloomington longer, but I know you gotta get filled in on all this Onyx stuff. So be sure to come on over to the USA another time, okay? The day I met Ingwen and Riao in person for the first time, I was surprisingly nervous, but my mom did a great job welcoming them. All the researchers want to be friends. Snake. What do you want to do for dinner? Chinese? Maybe Thai? What about that new fusion place? The one that replaced the bakery? That one? I heard it wasn't that good. Their menu tries to make too many types of cuisine and they all taste bad. Al's Pancake World? Oh, I still want to try it for myself though. What if we bring Mark along? Expose him to some different types of food? Well, I guess. Better than the crap they feed him at school. But if you're that concerned about what Mark eats, you're always free to learn some of your mother's Chinese recipes, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm just busy. Well, I'm busy too, you know? Top 10 busiest people in Sephonie. Let me know in the comments if you're a food eater from food that you make, or if you're a food eater from DoorDash or whatever. I'm curious. Snake. You make the thingies! There's also this loner snake over here. Can I befriend the loner snake? Swag? Need like a T-piece for that. Oh, I'm gonna miss all the good stuff if I do that, but I'll have a guaranteed win for the day. I don't think this will fit anywhere. Oh, I'm not putting that there. Probably just putting this anywhere will win. Yeah. Alright, what are you, Mr. Snake? Charge Viper. After swallowing its prey whole, it plugs its tail into fusion cells like an electrical outlet to supercharge the digestive process. It is vulnerable in this state, so it relies on other charge vipers to stand watch. Interesting, because the dialogue implies that other humans have been to this island to try to steal their fusion cells. Alright, this part. Yo, growing up, did you read a lot? Huh, yeah, why? You ever have that feeling things were hopeless when you would look at a stack of English books and wonder if you'd ever be able to read them? In high school I think so. I remember being confused by some novels, not to mention scientific papers. I did like to browse the English novels at the bookstore now and then, even though I couldn't understand them completely. Yeah, I get that. I used to want to read this one murder mystery, but it was too hard to understand. I just kept sitting there, wishing for its contents to get into my brain. Did you get to read it eventually? Yeah, years later, it just took a ton of work, and I couldn't figure out who'd done it. Knowing so many languages is strange. It's just made me more regretful about how much other human knowledge is in other languages. All the things I'll never be able to read. Yeah, true, but at least we know more than one language, huh? Oh, I skipped a cloud. I kind of want to greed and try to get over there, but I feel like it wants me to go this way. I guess I'll see. Oh yeah, I can definitely go this way. What do you got to say? Wow, so you picked that car, huh? Nice. Red really suits you. Pretty cool to get your first real paycheck, right? Is that? Oh, the car dealership doesn't give out free donuts anymore? Can't believe you still remember those. You'd go every now and then when you were little. They were from a local donut shop that actually closed while you were away for college. That, and maybe the dealership had to tighten up that budget. I miss that Sunday morning smell of cute coffee and donuts, the immaculate car showroom. Dude, I hate car dealerships. I would not go there in my free time. I guess maybe they had a better one than I did. I guess it depends on who's running it. If it's the guy from Karate Kid, I bet I can do something swaggy here. Yep. I don't think there's anything on that pillar. Uh-oh, this place has poison on the ground. It's gonna reference the time there was a bunch of pesticides from the exterminator coming around. Yep, that's right. Family of scientists. My parents grew up in the Chicago suburbs, but they had and raised me here. And I did the same with Amy. Oh, but my grandparents, they immigrated from Taiwan. What a coincidence, right? Amy's father and I both have nearly the same roots. We've been back a few times, but now neither of us probably wouldn't live there. Neither of us became Chinese. Despite being the chief, Mom's always been so friendly to new hires. I wonder how she does it. Wow. Tight jumps. I hate to say it, but I think I might have quit just because of how much dialogue is here. Not saying it's bad, it's just so much dialogue. I just kind of want to explore the caves, but also I don't want to skip anything. It was easier to turn around on these things. Yeah, though, I love the vibe of this. Reminds me of that Kingdom Hearts final boss where the guy's chucking buildings at you and you have to slash them in half. I always wish that more games would be like as cool as that. I got kind of cheesed there. It wouldn't let me wall run for some reason. Come on, let me wall run. Here we go. Okay. Free. Bonding 20? Oh my gosh, I have to bond with it. Cool that they give you all that bonus on the left in case you're struggling. But you have to prove that you can deal with the constraints based on the right price. Rare fruiter, crag fruit tree. Its fruits have a thick, stone-like rind, protecting the young seeds from hungry critters until they have matured. When the large, rare fruits are finally ripe, they fall and crack upon the ground. A delectable feast. I think I might be further than I've ever been now. I don't think I found that the first time. Or I think this is about when I ended my first playthrough. The concert. I knew there would be something on the edge. It was on the edge of the other side. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another cutscene. We're pushing through. I'm gonna read all this. What do you think they do in that lab all day? I heard it's like military stuff. One of the kids in my class's uncle works there. He says, it's so long. He says the uncle always says it's related to medicine. That's too simple, right? Yeah, why else would they have all that security? Exactly, what if it's like bioweapons or something? Or some sort of Stranger Things? Mass manipulation of oil markets. What conspiracy videos have you been watching? My parents don't let me see any of that. They're not conspiracies, it's called deduction. That's just something boring like computer security or something. Maybe I'll work there someday. I turned into the other girl. What? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, well, let me be my favorite. Ingwen, why must you suffer so? You know, Amy, some moms really dream of this. Walking to work with their daughter, the same career. When I raised you, I never wanted to force this career on you. I'd be happy no matter what you chose. But this lab in Bloomington's a great choice. It has a long history, great mentorship. Now you get to be a part of that history. Plus, you already know some of the scientists. Dr. Lee in particular is happy. Actually, that reminds me, he invited us over for dinner this week. Dr. Lee, family, yeah. My first day at the work was so lucky to be welcomed by everyone. Dang, wish that was me. Although I don't even know if I want to be employed. Ah, the street light of cutscene. When I look at my lab on that hill near the highway, do I feel proud? Helping our community, our state, our country, advancing science. Also, being able to work with Japan and Taiwan, that feels good. At the same time, there are unspoken rules like suspicion towards particular countries. Kind of stuff that floats around the laboratory and I just have to ignore. Maybe it's just the older generation's views and I can't do anything. I just have to take each opportunity I'm giving and hopes everything works out well, I think. Sephonie, the virus. I'm really glad Ingwen and Rio are here to help. Except I can't switch to them. Yeah, I guess she's not that bad as a character. Alright, 2 more, and then probably another really long cutscene. What is that even supposed to be? Is that the sun? Guess we're going for the summer. Japan. Say, didn't you used to live there? Yeah, I did. My father was in the Navy, but then we ended up here. Japan must be a lot better than the boring old Midwest, huh? I heard that everyone's clean there. What? Everyone's clean? Well, they both have their own appeals, and I'm pretty sure that some people are dirty. But have fun in Tokyo, it's a nice tourist place. Yeah, we will. It's my first time out of the country, actually. Do you think I'll need to know Japanese? I was dreaming about this trip for a long time. Then I realized the whole Japanese language thing. Probably not. Tokyo is super tourist friendly nowadays. I mean, you'll have fun, I'm sure. First time out of the country, huh? Now that I think about it, my dad never left the USA till he was 30. Alright, last one. Just remember, you three, this is all under high security clearance. None of the data can go outside of your lab without permission from our USA lab. I know it sounds stuffy, but it's how these government contracts work. You get free rein to research, but for a while the results are limited in reach. That's right, even if Ingwen or Riao needed data for other uses, I'd have to go through security in the USA first. Thought it was harsh, but sometimes that's how these international projects play out. Reminds me of the null virus data. What if the USA wants to be stingy with that info? I'm just confusing myself with these theoretical scenarios. I mean, that's pretty fair. I feel like, you know, if Stranger Things is anything to go by, they'd probably want to weaponize the virus somehow. If history is anything to go off. If I can get over there. I think that's just the way back. I don't know, I like the area, and to some extent I do like the backstory and the lore, but it just feels like there's so much of it. But maybe I got spoiled by the first area just being free to run around in. It does feel like this is a lot wordier of a game. I guess, I don't know, there's that other game I played that was free that was like a walking sim by the same dev. Why did I fall? Sure. But that one was very dialogue heavy, but I didn't mind it. But I don't know why. This feels different. Mysterious capsule contains Jade Dragon. I guess maybe it's like there's all this work to get to such a cool place, and then the cool place is kind of taken over by nostalgia or something. I mean, it's a pretty interesting concept. I think that's a sperm because of the tail. I do like this roof though. Maybe I'll ruminate some more about. I don't know, like I don't mind any of the other cutscene parts, so why is this part different? I guess maybe just like the holograms feel fake. I'd almost rather it's just like a big flashback. Like the big flashbacks after bosses make sense. Aberrant Fuser, Chandramita. Chandramita? Huh, this must be the next one of the key species that Sephonie told us about. God, I just realized I'm pouring sweat. Deep waves of heat like a summer bonfire. Okay, let's link. 4. if I connect it with those two, it'll make it into a supercharged island or something. I think that's what that means. Destroyed the island. So if I end my turn now, it should let those get created. Okay, I'm not gonna push it because I think those bombs are gonna destroy the blocks. I think since it said one up there, means it was about to get destroyed. We did it. Let's go. Amazing. So this is Transdramida, huh? Maybe I can rest just for a bit. It acts as a sort of miniature sun, injecting... Yeah, I had a feeling. Injecting massive amounts of energy into the Sephonie ecosystem. Where did it come from? Miniature sun, but still pretty huge. Alright, what else are we learning? Amy Lim. Your grandmother passed away in your last year of high school. Oh, real pictures. That's cool. Each grandparent you lost felt one step closer to the inevitable. Losing your parents. That was too much to think about, even though you're lucky to have and love both your parents, and to have met all your grandparents. You don't know if you deserve your mourning. Like you, your grandmother was full Taiwanese, though you were never sure how much that mattered. She barely spoke Chinese, and it didn't seem to bother her, even in the few family trips to Taiwan. Do you think this is like the dev story with the pictures? That's kind of cool if it is. Like you, your grandmother was full Taiwanese, though you were never sure how much that mattered. She barely spoke Chinese, and it didn't seem to bother her, even in the few family trips to Taiwan. At first, cultural differences in language made you feel that Taiwan was impossibly different from you. As you grew up, you learned Taiwan was not so different. It was industrialized, like the USA. This picture is very interesting. It's kind of fragmented, because if you look like at the top, there's a building that's like ripped in half, and a skyscraper, and then in the foreground there's like someone sitting. It's like a composite or something. Some of its companies even own notoriously unsafe plastic plants in the USA. Despite different food or religion, you felt a sort of cold logic that linked the two countries' fates. On the internet, you heard stories of other grandmothers passing down recipes and wisdom, but yours was mostly a supportive, well-liked scientist. When you were young, you used to wonder if something was wrong with you or your family. Why didn't your parents have any recipes to share? Did I miss out on something, you'd wonder, not having any deep-rooted ancestral traditions? But now you know that part of the culture that passes between generations is inevitably lost in translation. Transmission. Replace. Oh man, am I gonna be able to read this? The food tastes okay, but the neutron feels superficial when super. Subparticle. These days, culture shifts so fast you wonder if there's anything at all to pass down. A joke in the internet, a viral trend. Oh, it says the same thing. The text underneath as in the headline. These days, culture shifts so fast you wonder if there will be anything to pass down. A joke on the internet, a viral trend? I tried watching videos on making particular Taiwanese dishes. The food tastes okay, but the connection feels superficial, an act. Yeah, it's not the same as having someone teach you. So you focused on science, biology, acing every class, devouring research, seeking out internships. You realize that is something you could pass down, like your grandmother before you. Aw, so she wanted to impress her grandma by being a smart scientist. Scholarship, research, was that what your grandma had pounded to pass down? Was passing things down to family even important to her? You can only speculate, it's too late to ask. On a Sunday morning in October, you sat in your mother's SUV heading home after your grandmother's wake. Retired scientists, teachers, young children, all of the disparate circles of people who had wanted to say goodbye. The reality of your grandmother's loss finally hit you and you began to cry. Where were you? A friend asked the following Tuesday. I was sick. After the wake, Bloomington's Public Access livestream played on the SUVs and car monitor, the host cheery as ever. Hello everyone, it's me, Julie, your favorite correspondent on everything Bloomington, and yes, I am at the local Bloomington Oktoberfest setup and is looking like we are right on track for a beautiful Saturday. Forecast is looking to be a breezy 78 degrees, unusually warm for this time of year. Although, you know, it'll get colder at night, so if you're planning on dancing, don't you worry. Oh, and look, the leaves are just starting to turn yellow, and with me today I have Jim, who, if I'm getting this right, is leading the event preparations this year. Hello, Jim. Yes, that's right. This is my first year as part of the local city planning council. So Jim, could you tell us a bit about what's new this year? Sure, Julie. Well, I'm happy to announce that after last year's issue with the lighting, the Bloomington Oktoberfest concert series will be back on. Oh, it's a crowd favorite. I heard that we got Tim Sellers coming on. He's an employee of a local sandwich shop and plays acoustic covers every Thursday night. How about that? That's right, Julie. We even have local high school band Unrestricted Faithlessness playing. Ooh, sounds exciting. An EFC group playing this year who everyone's happy to have back. I remember them. The EFC stands for Extremely Fantastic... Oh, what was it again? Creations? Corn? Well, for our viewers at home, you'll have to look them up online to figure that out. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna look up EFC. Expected family contribution. EFC band. Extreme Fighting Championship. They're on SoundCloud. I don't know, I don't want to listen to their songs to figure out what it's short for. Yes, it's a great community event. We'll be happy to be holding it this year in the parking lot next to the mall. It's a little smaller than some of the other events we throw, like the 4th of July celebration. Ooh, I love that one. We still got a number of great vendors lined up. Bob's Rigs, Little Chen's, Brian's Deli are all going to be there. We have a number of organizations like the local Boy Scouts group and church. I've been to Oktoberfest since college. Maybe I'll stop by after work tomorrow. It is warmer after all. Julie's voice, still narrating the local news reports after all these years, brings you back to scattered childhood memories. You wonder if Oktoberfest would still feel like magic, and text a friend to see if they're going. Driving home through one of the older neighborhoods, the evening sunlight cascades through the large oak trees, their canopies sheltering the road. Houses built last century still stand in orderly rows, their lawns neatly trimmed. Each time you cruise down this road, it reminds you of your senior year of high school. Your friend Carissa in the passenger seat, complaining about this or that, glancing out the window, until you reached your home, number 302. Is that what we just, platformed through? Years after college, you heard her grandmother had died too, although in this case her grandmother barely spoke English. The grandmother found herself isolated amongst the sea of English in Bloomington. Carissa would often tell you about all the latest change in her grandmother's dementia. Once you wondered, why did she move out of Bloomington if she didn't speak English? Well, her daughter didn't speak enough Chinese to move to Taiwan, and so parent followed child. What would it feel like to die like that, Carissa wondered. You'll probably never find out what it's like to die separated by an impenetrable language barrier. Feel lucky you did not have to immigrate for financial or safety reasons. You know, some people don't have a choice. Bloomington continues to change, its restaurants adopting trends from New York or LA, and condos pop up attracting young couples. This is the fate of cities, and you mourn it a little. But at least your city gets to live on. After college, you tried living in America's big cities, but in the end you couldn't find a way to rediscover that feeling of joy you would get living in a place your family had been for generations, supporting the local businesses in their efforts. And now? Sometimes at night you look out of your Bloomington condo, listening to the crickets, wondering if there was something you were meant for in the city, a purpose you weren't brave enough to own. While you lived there, you were exposed to so many new conflicts and problems, stuff your parents had only mentioned in passing. Headlines became real. You tried to take part in some local action, but the yearning for home proved too strong and you never formed roots there. Peaceful childhood you'd had, the education and safety, you realize how fortunate that had been. How could you not? Really all you had to worry about were college entrance exams, and now you're able to work on expensive, cutting-edge research, travel to far-off places for field tests, the stuff of dreams. You are a dream, a utopia, a castle floating in the sky. Deep down you know this utopia is held up by something less pleasant. It can slip into your mind during a unit on world issues in the 3rd grade. See a news report on some terrible event during Christmas morning just as you got a new box set of books. How can all these things exist in the world at once? It's too much for you to process. When you were a child, you loved how biology gave you categories for everything. The world was impossibly huge, and yet all of life could slot comfortably into labeled rows and columns in your mind. Gattaca. As you grew, you realized that things were never quite so simple. And yet, deep down, some part of you remained convinced that it was just a matter of finding a new system, a more complex method of organization. Then, finally, all the other pieces would fall into place. Or maybe not. Maybe at each fork in the road you had parted ways with a better Amy Lim, one who was braver, one who could face the world's problems head on. Perhaps in another lifetime. Perhaps in another lifetime you could have chosen to fulfill other callings. For now you steal your resolve. In this universe, you must trust in the Amy you've chosen to be, at least for today. Transmission of unique quality, strand of beauty linking you and I. How intimate, how lucky. So for now, let's dive deeper. Connection complete. Let us dive deeper, I say as I hang up the phone. Yay, they're back! Okay. I might be free again. Long ago, a meteorite containing Chandramata's genetic ancestors fell into the ocean not far from here. Extraterrestrial life. Acts as a nuclear fusion generator, like a miniature sun. Helps explain why Sephonie is so biologically dense. Under normal circumstances, cave life ekes by on the small bits of energy that filter in from the outside world. Some bat guano here or waterborne plant debris there, but thanks to Chandramata's warm fusion glow, Sephonie can sustain a much more vital ecosystem. So life evolved independently on some other rock out there hurtling through space? Do you think Sephonie is like a mini planet? I mean, it is its own ecosystem. Strange to think of the long sequence of events that led to it being here now, embedded in this ecosystem. Instead of hurting you, fusion cells will now grant you a temporary speed boost. Like a chain of 3 and you can perform a super dash. Burning, molten, fiery luster. I asked for nothing. Solitary, giving, empowering. From all over I know my value. Being relied on is enough. Gleaming, shining, a generous blaze. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Bruh. I don't know why I would start wall running from that angle. I knew there was more to this. Like, there's no way there's all this and then there's no secret up there. I do wish they were all in a line, though. Where do I have to go? I can't move the camera while I'm flying. Please tell me this is real. Okay, it's solid. Bursting of a prairie. The Bloomington Sunset Radiator heats the autumn to a crescendo. The rocky roof melts to magma to sky. A lonesome car, pursuing its destination, bleeds its tires against the crackling highway, catching the attention of smiling billboard personalities, rendering desire into the landscapes. Sound of nothing stutters into sudden breezes, rushing over the soybean and corn. The Midwest meets the caves, united as one. That cube's gotta be something, right? Probably why the checkpoint's there. In case you mess up on getting the cube. Really wish I could have held on to that somehow. I don't know how I would, though. I was too far away. I was worried about getting too close. Okay, I think I fell right through it. Wait, there was a face. I think that's the farthest away I could get a look at this level. What happens if I bring this through? One more key species link. Who's next? I can feel Sephonie calling us from the lower layers. You should consider taking a break to rest at the surface first. Brother, what? To go to the surface, and I go there, and then it's like, you can't go there. Okay, now I can go there. I didn't get the ability to break through the walls yet. I don't think there were any fusion cells here that I can remember. I don't think there's anything I can really do with that. I can go see my friend the iguana. How you doing? Bong Bong. Successful underwater hunt kite with good rocks. Smooth 2 to 3 centimeters in diameter. Best often found near the bottom of cliffs. Some crabs trade rocks for rare sea cucumbers. Smaller rocks easily pass through the body and should be swallowed. Larger ones are kept in the mouth, useful for quick cut adjustments. Your intuition for rocks must change as you age and grow. Thank you, Iguana. I will go eat all the rocks in the quarry of Stardew Valley now. Give me a cutscene. Oh. Brother? Why does the cutscene dirt pile not work anymore? Why I can't run through this? Oh, because it's a bush. Surely eventually I'll get to see the boat. Hey, Jabu Jabu. Aww. Most tragic character in the game, and you could just jump on its head. Actually, most tragic character is me for all the talking I just had to listen to. I'll read this. Martyr Whale. I've finally returned. My last trip, much has remained the same. Hello, Golden Sand. Hello, Little Cove. It's been a while, hasn't it? Take care of my children for me. I'll be joining the forest shortly. And by that, I mean dying. Oh, there's a free thing here I just skipped for no reason. Meow's beef jerky. Maybe I'm entering my Northern Lion arc, where I just don't play games that have reading in them. I do really like the gameplay of this. I don't know. That one area bugs me so much. I guess it's because it, like, interrupts the platforming. Like, when the Tetris pieces do it, it's like, ooh, I get to play Tetris. Or the other big cutscenes are normally like, ooh, I get to, you know, learn more about the characters. And, you know, it's typically after, like, a big achievement, so the break is nice. But if it's a break, like, every 2 seconds, I guess it gets annoying. Oh, hold on. Maybe there's something I can do over here. Okay, so I want to start with that one. Yarp. When meets Onyx. Actually, it does look like there's something over there. I'm gonna chance it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I should have. Yes, keep going. Oh my gosh, it's a bird. Hey, as long as it's not a plane. I was lucky. Out of pieces. Okay, that was a pretty good turn then. Stop giving me stuff. Oh, get two turned. Ing Piercer. Small, mischievous. Mischievous dog. Dogs can be quite mischievous. Its razor-sharp beak allows it to puncture hawk eggs, and even to suck the blood from living seabirds. Sometimes it helps other birds to nest or groom as if to integrate it. Ingratiate itself with those it has offended. What's that bird that was in vivarium that like would push other birds' eggs out of their nests and then lay eggs in the other bird's nest to make the other birds take care of it? that magpies? Pee-pee, pee-pee! I don't know how long I can keep this up, pee. Piercing eggs, clearing out nests, renovating them, then flipping them to the next bird who wants to try making it in town, pee. Feels wrong, it's a hard life, but what choice do I have, pee-pee? You're a realtor, Harry. Cool. Spot resonates with the island. Right back to the start. There's an area here I haven't gone to yet. Oh, is this just like a more normal way to get over here than brute forcing it? I had a feeling. Rial's lost boat. Alright, I'll go for it. See what else I can find over here. It's nothing! Yeah, this looks like it's where I just was. Brother? There's something over there. This just takes me to the same place, but where do I... Is there anywhere I want to get to from here? Maybe the pirate ship? Not pirate ship, the normal ship. Ship of normality. Also an island over there that's really detailed. I don't think you can carry me over there. You're not like a helpful bird. You're a realtor bird. Why is that one colored differently? Maybe that's just for fun. There's something pink over there. My one big secret to scaling up the microhelial sporocarp structure. It's architecture, it's engineering. 50% of the material for double growth, double the speed. Mystery in the making. Well, as soon as I sign the contract with those nutrient investors. Oh no, we're making the natural wildlife know what business is. You've done a grave sin. Next thing you know, those guys will be burping and saying excuse me like some sort of civilized person. Okay, why my dirt patch doesn't work? What did they do to my dirt patch? Is it because I worked? Do I have to go back to the main entrance? No, it looks the same. Why dirt patch not work? Now it's just saying to go to layer 3. What? I guess I'll just go to layer 3 then? I don't know why it said to go to the surface to take a break and then... There's not even a cutscene. It's kinda weird. Layer 2. I think that over there is layer 3. So I could probably just speedrun there. I don't think there was any of those fusion cells here, but maybe next time I go through I'll check. Now I'm in layer 3. Oh, yeah, now I have these. This is probably where it tutorializes you that works. But I figured it out on my own. Like a thinky person. Oh, there's another thing in there. Why did I get no height? Brother. Does this kill me? Yes. I had a feeling. Break the thing. What was that? Wait, it worked anyways. Okay. I guess I don't know why I thought the skeleton would hold my weight. Just seemed right. That was almost enough distance. I think I need to get there faster before I lose my momentum. Or maybe I just go this way. Yeah. Okay. It fits me over here. If I didn't eat my jump, I would have been fine there. Where do I want to go with this thing? There must be another breakable somewhere. I guess let's keep going forward for now. Kinda schmoovin'. I like that thing. Purple over there. Oh, I can't jump while I'm in the purple zone. And there would be 2 on there. Oh, maybe if I have running speed? Yeah. Go over here. Give me enough height. Yeah, even with the speed there, it's not enough. The bouncer? That looks so sussy. Sure how to get this bit consistent. If I stop, I lose my speed, but it makes that a little bit more possible. Oh, I thought you were a new friend I could link with. Is this a super jump? Can I get over here? No. Devolt. What does it do then? Can I grab this and then reset? I don't think so. But I could grab this and then go down and grab that. Let's jump for it. There we go. Rial's rhythmic ambiances. Ambulances. There's something over there. I don't know how I can get any more distance though. It's gotta be something to do with getting up there, I think. I can keep this and fall over here. Stand on the Dookie Rock. Is this where I was? When's Goodnight ASMR? Just put that in the game for free, wow. Okay, so I want to get this first, because this doesn't have a time limit. And then grab those two, and then... something profit? I don't know. Oh, I fell off. I want to aim that at. Can I break this thing because it's smoking? Oh, or do I just want to get over there? I think that might be it. So I'll double back, get the flower, then run that way, dash, do the big jump. And that should be enough. Okay, that was cool. That might be my favorite little platforming section in the game so far. This scene is weird. What? I let go of run, but I still have like 10 trillion billion speed. Okay, where do I want to go with this thing? Just straight ahead, probably? I don't really see anywhere that I'd want to go. I came from that way, so I guess I just want to go straight. There's another flower, so it's probably a good bet. But it doesn't reach. Okay, I'm holding run this time. Maybe it'll let me reach it. Yeah, whatever. This looks like something. Secret wall? Maybe I need more height to get through it. Oh, we did it, I think. Alright, there's more stuff there to explore, but for now. Depths. Reach the depths of layer 3. Okay, this is the second to last one. And there's one more in layer 2. Finding Nemo. So I was able to keep the big jump to get on top of something. Maybe this pillar. Alright, I'm gonna go for a wall run. Ah, it didn't let me in, but there's a hole right there. This area looks cool. Oh, that's too long. Maybe get on top of this. If there's any way I can get more height. I could maybe keep it with me and run there and get in there. Am I a genius or what? Lover of Explorer, find 20 non-key items. Dream of Asia. Oh, that was what it was called. It was called like Isle of Asia or something. The walking simulator game. I really like that one. What's it called? All Our Asias, maybe? If I could get a wall run, I could get over there. But I don't know, like these. I could also jump down and see what's over there. It's also a big hole. Not options. Well, I missed, I'm not gonna worry about it. That was too early. As trimble as that. Ooh, I love that dissolving animation. I knew there was something here. I had to know. Time to check the other part. I got pretty far, actually. Alright, well there's something I can probably do with this thing. I don't know, I feel like I can't get anywhere with that. I'm guessing that's just a way to reset it if you mess up on the dash puzzle. Or not even a puzzle, just the dash part. Can I swap walls and keep running? No. Yeah, the movement system is not quite as fluid as Pseudo Regalia, but it's still really, really good. I don't know if there'll ever be a game that really manages that. Wow, that is one of my favorite Mario Galaxy mechanics. Flip Switch Galaxy. Sakura personal massager. Oh. Oh, it totally looked like there was a little secret cave there. When advertised for neck and wrist cramps, you and Light purchased a pink, curiously bean-shaped personal massager from a cylindrical storage running from a sidewalk. Your trip's downtime, you both found memorable uses for it. At the end of the trip, it ended up in your suitcase, unceremoniously jumbled with some other tourist junk. But the hunk of plastic and the events it actuated took on a sacred air. You dare not use it, as if the memories would spill out and evaporate. Okay, that was exactly what I thought it was. Freaking awesome. Let's deal with this cube. Oh, it switches when I yum. I've played these games before. Do I die if I'm in this? Huh, guess not. Oh, I was so scared there. I thought I would reach the ledge. But I had to do the little kick. Oh, is that a broken down ship? Maybe I could see. Ah, okay. Don't fall in the water. Hello, Mr. Octorok. You're not an Octorok, you're a full-grown octopus. Sorry for confusing you there. What's this thing? Oh, neat. Bum 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 ba-dum. It's too bad. Ba-da-ba-dum. I'm making progress here. Wow, that was a really nice chain. Nowhere good to place the long piece. Very non-Tetrisy. I'm missing one. Alright, that should do it. Shackle worm, that's my goat. Coding data for trash jelly or flotsam octopus. Lives in a fortress of man-made objects, which it navigates swiftly to surprise prey or escape from predators. Bloob Kalonk. Couldn't help myself at the mall's bankruptcy sale. Ho ho! Wanna know why? Yes, I had a new idea for an obstacle course. Chaotic corridor of cheap ceramics. Tumbling t-shirt trials. Gotcha, garbage gauntlet. It'll be my best work yet. Is that indie game commentary? Well, not indie game. Gotcha games aren't indie games. Does this kill me? I probably shouldn't have tested that before I got a checkpoint. But I had to do it in the name of science. I am playing as a researcher. It didn't give me the thing! Okay. I really like the design of having that extra block there. Just so that you're like, wait. It's a little off. And then you figure out it's something else. Research your ass. Alright, Phoebe. I guess I will. I have to. There is more over there. But how do I get to there? Oh, that looks like solid ground. Probably from there. No! More blue people! Well, this seems like a good note to end on anyways. This is a very cool area. Next time I will prepare myself for all the reading and gaming. Hold on, there might be more over here. Oh! Did I fall off? Dang. This is very hard to stay. But I see a checkpoint over there. Driving the turns are pretty hard. There must be like an invisible wall or something. Because I can't just turn without jumping. Oh wait, maybe I can. Problem is when the camera turns, it's too slow. I feel like I always fall at the same point. There's a yellow guy over there, so there's a reason to keep going. Oh my gosh, maybe the hardest capsule to get in all of gaming? 2 play programs. Okay. I feel like I probably can't make it anywhere else from here. But I'm gonna try. Okay, it didn't let me wall run. Now I'm not saying this game would instantly be a 10 out of 10 if you could wall run from wall to wall like Pseudo Regalia. But I'm not saying that. Oh, the one where the marker didn't show up, the bounce worked, and then the one where the marker did show up, I fell through. Can I stand on the octopus itself? I think I technically am. Because I'm moving. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Save me. Come on and save me from the Octorok. How did I survive that? Maybe I don't want to be running. I almost feel like I get better control sometimes. No! Why did I trust that? I thought I could climb on this. I don't think I can make it over. Oh, I actually can. That I definitely can't make though, right? Damn. Pretty sure I can't make it over them. Alright, on the next one, I will learn more about probably the second character. Yeah! Okay, more about her. Alright, let's see if I can Hail Mary. I am not making it. Although... if I had the dash... but I don't think the dash would give me enough height. I didn't grab on for some reason. Kind of interesting that the time is tracked, but not the amount of pieces used. Because I'd think if you were gonna retry these, you'd focus more on getting the pieces better. So 25. Kiwi, is all you're gonna say this stream is research my ass? That's such classic you. So 4 has gotta be where the virus is. No? Alright, congrats, you've said a second thing. You're writing a thingy. Right. Oh, it says when you acquired the capsules. When you're near a Ribat, an icon will now pop up. Oh, this is like the abilities. That's neat. I don't feel like reading more about the lore right now. Feels like I should be able to walk here. I don't get why I can walk on just the edge. Hold on. There's something. But how do I dodge the death plane to get there? At least I know there's nothing down there. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's nothing down there. There's something to the right here, but I'm assuming I can't get to it for now. Probably something I get through by doing more main story progress by going this way. Anyways, I probably am gonna end it now. I've been playing for a long time. Very cool game though. I like this character a lot, so maybe it's part, I won't get so annoyed at all the dialogue. Shout out to Finding Nemo here. Clownfish are cool. Also, I really like the octopus I just linked with. Actually, it would be kind of cool. I was just thinking about like King Knight and the Terraria trading card game mod. It'd be cool if after you linked with them, you got like a card that you could use for a card game. Look at the way it moves. Like, that slide was kind of cool. Like the card game in King Knight, but really the card game in what's called Evoland. I love that card game. I forget if it came back for the sequel, but I thought that was the best part of it. And I kind of hoped that they would expand on it more and like make a game that's just a card game, but they never ended up doing that. It was like a 3x3 grid, and the monsters would have numbers on like up, down, left, right. And if you put like a thing that had the attack of 3 on the left in the middle, and then, you know, you could kill something to the left of you. But also, like, there's a lot of strategy with that. With, like, what order you put stuff in, which place, and which creature you put there. But it never really had too much depth, because it was a wonder if I can get up there. Because it was a parody game. But it was such a good cartoon. I don't know why I'm not getting any height here. Okay, that time I did. Oh, or I could just jump from over here. Cannot land on that. It's unfortunate. Except for I can, but only when I'm wall running. I wonder if I wall run into the corner at the right time, if I could clip through the ground. There's something over there. No. There isn't. Does this work on every corner or just... I think it works better at right angles, because this is more like a 90 degree. So I can really clip through the wall. Whereas this is more of a obtuse angle, so I'm seeing less. It's hard to get like an angle where I could go through both walls. That would be a very neat idea for a game where you have to get the camera out of bounds so that you can see stuff. This game did that a little bit with the out of bound cube thing I got earlier. Feels close, but I feel like I definitely need to get higher so I can go hang out with those Rubats up there. Oh, there's another hologram up there, so it'll probably be part of the main path to get there. And then from there I just have to get back to the root. Which is really far away, but there's like blue things over there. Curious what those blue things are. I think those are the ones that give you big jumps. So you get 2 big jumps and then you would go... maybe back up to the water? Maybe back up over here? That? Because that's too far to get to from here. I could probably get there from the roof if I had a jump flower. Yeah, I should end this episode. I feel like you get more progress. This is a long game. This is a fun game though. That is a good game. That is gonna do it for that episode of Sephonie. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, thanks for watching.